I am literally shaking so hard right now. I can't believe this. Got a new water bottle. Seeing a movie, taste album. I quite enjoy it. Hello everyone, happy new year. It is slightly late to be wishing people a happy new year given that it's the 24th of January, but better late than never, I say. This is actually probably my 5th time trying to record this intro. I am so out of practice because I took an accidental hiatus from pretty much all my social media, to be honest, but particularly here. I actually can't remember the last time I posted on my YouTube channel, and that upsets me because I love YouTube. I love watching YouTube, I love making YouTube videos, but I fell off. So I'm back with this video, as you can tell by the title of this video. It's a monthly vlog. I am starting it on the 24th of January, which really technically makes it a weekly vlog, but I just wanted to get started. I kind of have a habit of going MIA in the winter. It's not something that like severely affects my everyday life too much, but it does definitely affect me in some ways. Like, I don't really want to obviously go out and go to work, and I'll do certain little things, but I don't have really any motivation to like go out and do things or like film YouTube videos or go out and take pictures for Instagram, which I know sounds so silly, but those are things that I enjoy doing, and when there's better weather, those are things that I like find myself like wanting to go and do, and in this weather I don't want to. From about October probably I just kind of like go into myself, but I've got my little notebook and my pencil, and I've been sitting just jotting down some ideas and things that I want to do, and one of those things is put more effort into my YouTube channel. This is a goal that I set myself every single year for the past 4 years, so I was like, why not, like, let this finally be the year where we break this like curse of falling off and losing motivation and that kind of thing. And I thought a nice way to do that would be a more like low pressure, relaxed style of content, and I am going to try and incorporate that in the style of monthly vlogs. I stole this little idea from Claudia Saluski, who also films monthly vlogs, and it's really nice the way that she does it because it's just like little snippets of her life throughout the month. It's not like there's no pressure, it's not this like big setup thing, she's vlogging this specific event or this. It's just like little snippets of her life throughout the month, and then she like puts it all together and makes a big vlog at the end, and I just think that's really lovely. That's not to say I won't be making other videos. I do still really want to make like sit down videos and videos about topics that I am interested in. However, I just thought this would be a really good way to like motivate me to be consistent on here, and then if I'm doing that, then if and when the inspiration strikes me, I can post those other videos. So we've only got a week to do this vlog, and I've probably got like 3 days off. Within that, I probably won't vlog when I'm working, because I don't really do much on those days, but I've got a week to try and fit a vlog in, so we will see how that goes. I know I said I probably wouldn't film during this week, but I need content for the video because otherwise there would probably be no video. I just got ready. It is Tuesday evening. I am about to go to my new Irish class that I started. I went there for the first time last week. This is week 2. Me and my cousin started that because I used to learn it. I did it in school, then I've been to so many other classes, but then I fell off and I haven't actually studied Irish in over a year. But I was like, we're back at it. I'm going to be fluent one of these days, guys, I promise. But on another note, I got a new water bottle. It's an Owala one, and not to be a trend hopper, but it's actually really good. My last water bottle that I had was literally falling to pieces, and I needed an upgrade, so I did splurge a little bit on this girl. I got, you can't really tell on here, but this is like a minty green colour with like the purple, the orange and the dark pink. It's really cute. I am literally shaking so hard right now. I can't believe this. He says I'm going to see Harry Styles in Wembley Stadium. Anyone who knows me personally will know just how much this means to me. Hey guys, happy Friday. I was about to say that I'm going to make some breakfast, but just looked at the time and it's 12:05, so lunch, brunch, whatever you want. This has been like my go-to breakfast / lunch on like off days from work, because on work days I just don't have time. But I thought I'd show you guys what I'm making. So I've prepped everything already because I would get so flustered on camera. But I've mixed up my eggs to make the omelette. There is bacon already cooked in the air fryer because that would have been too loud in the background. So I cooked that already, got our eggs ready to go, and then some spinach to put in the omelette part of this meal. I've also put oil in the pan already so that the eggs don't stick to the pan. So I'm not a big egg lover, but they are kind of good for you, but protein and whatnot. So I've been trying to disguise them into things as opposed to just like eating a scrambled egg or anything, because that would give me the jaundice. So the way that I currently do it is like in a breakfast burrito vibe. Gluten-free wraps, of course. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to go add spinach to this. Sprinkle it over. So put that in there. If I was making like a proper omelette, I'd put the bacon and stuff and all in the omelette, but we're doing it differently. So I've got my wrap on a plate. Then avocado. Now, I don't think this avocado is as ripe as I would like it to be, but we're just gonna have to work with it because I think it's the only one that I have. But oh, this is gonna. I really don't think I can use this. It's not gonna mash. Of course, the one that like I eat this every day and it turns out perfect, and then the one time I want to show the internet, it doesn't work. Mummy, it's going everywhere. No. Do you know what? Maybe we're just gonna have to do a non-mashed avocado vibe today. Because there's no way this is. Oh, we're getting there. Okay, so I have somewhat mashed the avocado. Definitely wasn't at like peak mashability. Is that even a word? Who knows? So I did that. Then I've got my omelette. It's still really hot, by the way. But I do it this way. You could just do scrambled eggs as well, but I like to do it this way because it folds perfectly. Oh my god, it's really not focus. It fits like perfectly, and then you can like wrap it up real nice. Then we're gonna get our bacon, which I don't even want to show you guys because I burnt it. I always burn bacon. I never cook it a normal amount. And then last but not least, this sriracha mayo from Flying Goose. You get it in Sainsbury's. I just. Okay, I guess I will show you the bacon. This is what it looks like pre-fold, which also can tend to go a bit dodgy. But just make sure the egg is like up at the top of the wrap. Then I fold the bottom piece over and then just roll it like. Oh my god, this is so hard. It always looks terrible, but it looks something like this. And then it's ready to eat. But to go with that, I have made myself a iced coffee in this cute little cup that I got for Christmas. Although that is another word, I need help, guys, when it comes to coffee, because I am a coffee lover. Huge, massive massive coffee lover, I was actually going to get a big fancy coffee machine for Christmas, but right before Christmas I went for a food allergen test and discovered that I am dairy intolerant and gluten intolerant, which obviously meant I had to go and switch up what milk and stuff I drank. And I've landed on coconut milk for like most things, like coconut yogurts. For any, like I use the coconut milk, but for some reason I hate it in coffee. That's what I miss. It's not horrendous. This is also, there's a coconut milk in this, which isn't the usual one that I buy. So I feel like this is significantly worse. However, I don't like oat milk. I'm just not an oat milk person. I don't think almond milk would be nice either. The only milk alternative I generally really like is coconut milk, which I don't love in coffee. So especially warm coffee, it's tolerable in iced coffee, but see, in warm coffee it's gross. So any fellow dairy-free people, or people who just don't drink cow's milk in their coffee, please let me know your coffee order or how you make it at home, because I can't find one that I like. Help me! But anyways, I'm gonna go enjoy this and I will catch up with you later. Hey guys, I am just doing a little bit of online shopping. I have a few empties that need replaced skincare wise, but while I was on here I was doing a wee bit of thinking. As you can see, I have like the palest skin ever, and I used to be someone who could not live without fake tan, like it was a weekly occurrence. But see, genuinely speaking, from about October, I think I've wore tan 2 times. At this point, like it's been that long, I'm like, I kind of like my pale skin, which is something I never ever thought I would hear myself say, because I used to dance competitively when I was a kid, so I have literally been wearing fake tan since I was about 10 years old, which is crazy. But now, at the big age of 22, I think I'm starting to like my pale skin. Now, I'm not saying I'll never wear fake tan again, but when I was on these shops, I was just like, maybe I should get some makeup products that I can wear with my pale skin, because that was always an issue as well. I only had makeup products that suited my skin when I was tan, so therefore when I was pale, I couldn't wear makeup, so I just felt like I had to do tan in order to be able to wear makeup. So I'm just doing a little bit of snooping. I don't really know what I'm looking for because I have never been to be colour matched or anything, so I'm just guessing using what I know about makeup and like other people who I think have similar skin tones to me, and just having a wild guess. Hopefully I don't spend all this money and this stuff doesn't even match, but we'll try it anyway. So I think I'm gonna go with the Vive complexion balm. I am a huge Jamie Genevieve fan. I've watched her for about 10 years on YouTube now, and big fan of that brand in general, but I've never tried the complexion balm, and here it's like quite nice and light. I don't want a heavy foundation because I want this to be like a daily wear kind of situation, so I think I'm going to try that. I've completely guessed what shade I'm going to be, so fingers crossed that it matches. And then gonna get the Say one because I have been looking at that brand anyway for quite a while and I'm yet to get any other products, so I'm gonna try that. What else am I getting? I'm gonna get the Say glowy gel thing in the shade Star Glow, because again that is a product that I have been wanting for ages. And then I'm just repurchasing some skincare bits that have gone empty. I use the Dermalogica cleanser for sensitive skin because I don't know if you can see how red I am, but this just happens every once in a while if I'm not really looking after my skin, and like I say, I've ran out of my normal cleanser, so she's not coping well with the change. Repurchasing the Kiehl's eye cream because if you don't know, that is the best eye cream. And then the Elmis cleansing balm, but I've seen recently they came out with a naked cleansing balm, which is like fragrance free, etc. because again, very sensitive skin. Now, I don't really have much issues with the original one. It doesn't really hurt my skin too much, but yeah. Also, Space NK have a sale on, which is why I'm buying all these products at once. But yeah, I do want like new lip liners and stuff, but I'm not gonna jump the gun because I did spend a fortune on Harry Styles tickets the other day, so I need to like know where to stop. I will update you guys when these products arrive. It'll probably be the next vlog, the February one, by the time you see this. However, I was thinking, once I get all this peel makeup, should I maybe do a video of me trying peel makeup for the first time? Maybe not for the first time because that could be disastrous, so I'll try it first and then I'll maybe do a video of it, maybe. Jesus, this is heavy. I've just been to Sainsbury's to replenish my cupboards, but I thought I'd give you a little haul of everything I got because I love watching stuff like this. I love when I'm watching people's vlogs and they show you what groceries they got. My battery's flashing, so I'm going to try and make this haul as quick as possible, but I would just like to start off by saying, I probably mentioned it already, but I'm gluten and dairy free, so in case you're wondering why I have all this weird food. First off, isn't that weird? Sweet and salted popcorn, like little mini bags, just so I can bring them to work and stuff as a little snack. Children's crisps, because I like them and I know they're gluten free, so they're an easy option. This yogurt, which I've showed already on here, I buy the big huge tub because I use it every day. Then from the same brand, I use their double cream to make like pasta, so I use it when I'm cooking. Milk, they didn't have the one that I usually get, so I got this Alpro coconut milk. Then the coffee saga continues, so I've got a tiny oat milk. I don't know if I like oat milk, but I don't like coconut milk with coffee, so here we are. Let's see if that's nice. Then I got this vegan like Nutella dupe. I don't use this a lot, to be fair, but I just, do you ever crave chocolate and you don't have it in your house? So it's one of them things I like to have in the cupboard. I got one of these little, what is it, never focus, Biomel. They have like, what do you call that, probiotic, is it? Maybe, but they're good for your gut and they're nice because they're chocolate flavoured and they're dairy free and gluten free, so that is great. But I only bought one because they're like $1.50 and I'm not about to be buying them for the whole week, so I just buy one every time I'm in. My camera battery just died, so I am filming the rest of my phone. I'm not sure where it cut off, so I'm just going to start from where I think I got up to. Gluten-free bread. Personal opinion, it's gross, like a loaf of bread, but I have found these wraps are quite nice, and these pita breads are quite nice, and then I've tried the naan breads as well, and they're not bad. But see, like just a loaf of gluten-free bread, I have tried so many different ones, I can't find them, so I've just gone the route of not eating that kind of bread because I'm sick of like you make a bit of toast or make a sandwich and it's disgusting, so we've steered away from that. So that is my only like bread options. Then pasta, because I'm a pasta lover. This is just fusilli because I haven't tried that style of pasta, but I have tried the Sainsbury's own brand and it's not bad. However, I did try the Sainsbury's own spaghetti and it really badly sticks together. I do find the gluten-free pasta is quite sticky anyway in comparison to normal pasta, but the spaghetti, like, it was in clumps and it wasn't unsticking for anyone, no matter what method I tried to use. It was literally like a big clump of spaghetti. So I tried this new brand. I don't know if it's good or not. And then I've been trying these because I do like a wee like oaty breakfast bar. I'm not a huge breakfast person, and these ones are lovely. I haven't tried these yet, but they're lemon and poppy seed flavour, so I'm thinking they might be nice. The last ones I tried were like orange and cacao. They were just a bit too like sweet and chocolatey vibes, where I prefer like a nice fruity flavour. So these are Deliciously Ella. Then the rest isn't food. Got a new deodorant because I'm out. This because my lips have been experiencing dryness like no other these past few months. No matter what I try and put on them, they just don't seem to be getting any better. So I saw someone using this, so I'm going to try it. And then last but not least, I couldn't resist buying a copy of Vogue. In my efforts to do my scroll less, I figured reading a magazine would help with that. It's also Jessie Buckley is on the cover. They got the Irish. I am dying to see Hamlet as well. Actually might go tonight or tomorrow. So that's cool. I'm gonna read that later. Hey guys, I'm just sitting doing a little Irish language exercise that my mentor gave me last week. I'm currently doing past tense irregular verbs for anyone that's interested. I've been sat doing that. And then here's all my wee notes. And then I actually have a big file block of all my like resources and stuff that I have. I'm really enjoying it this time around. I feel like I'm actually getting something out of it. This current class that I'm going to, it's very like proactive, and you do write your notes, but you're also practicing speaking it, and then you're getting like little worksheets and stuff to do at home, which for some people might feel like homework and you feel like you're back in school, but I love that. I actually really love learning altogether, especially when it's something you're passionate about. For me, that is learning Irish. I am determined to be fluent in this language. And then I also have my journal in front of me here. Just thought I would chat to you guys a little bit as the last sort of segment of this vlog, because I need to go and edit it because it's February tomorrow. I have this little page which is, I called it my January joy list, which Sophie Floyd, I don't know if any of you guys watch her, but she is one of my favourite content creators. She actually posted a video yesterday called January joy list, and it inspired me to do my own little take on it. She did a video, she was talking about like products she's been using, different things. For me, there's nothing physical here, just all things that I have loved or loved doing this month. First, I've written People We Meet on Vacation, which is a movie, a rom-com. For any of you that are interested, I am the biggest rom-com fan in the world. I've probably watched every single rom-com ever. But I just feel like recently they've been a bit more cheesy, but in the wrong way. Like, there's one I watched a while ago, I can't even remember what it was called. It was really cheesy, but it wasn't marketed that way. It was marketed to be like this really dramatic, like emotional roller coaster love story, and I watched it and was pure cringed out the entire time. So that I didn't enjoy. Where I can appreciate a cheesy rom-com if that is the purpose of it. Like this was, I've actually written underneath, it has the perfect cheese to like heartfelt ratio, because it does tug on your heartstrings. Like there was parts where it's like, oh, but it was cheesy, but like the perfect amount of cheesy. I actually really loved it, and it was funny, and it's based on a book. I haven't read the book. I think Emily Henry is the author, but she has another book which I've been meaning to read called Funny Story, so I think I'm going to purchase that once I get through the pile of books that I have in my room to read. Next up, I have written The Crux Deluxe version by Joe, which I'm sure you've heard me mention 5 million times in this vlog, because when I like something, I really like it, and I will go on and on and on about it until everybody that I know knows that I like this thing. I wrote underneath this one that I personally am trying to consume more like full bodies of work, because I feel like singers and musicians, they make these albums as like a body of work. It's not just a playlist of songs. There's like I feel like there's like an art to like an album, but a lot of the time I find myself like I'll have a favourite song and I'll just listen to a favourite song by this artist and a favourite song by this one, and it's not all curated where I feel like they're specifically putting these songs in this order for this reason and whatever. So I've been trying to like dabble, and this is the first time in a long time that I've actually been repeatedly just playing the one album as opposed to like the artist playlist on Spotify or just my own personal playlist, which is a lot of artists. This has really stuck with me and I really enjoy it, so I've put that down. Also thought I would give honourable mentions on my favourite songs. Love Gap Tooth Smile. I love Back on You, which I think
he wrote about his sisters, which is so sweet. And how often do you hear songs written from that perspective? They're usually about romantic love. So I thought that was really nice. Mr. Mountebank, great song, no notes. And I really love Egg. There's a few songs that I haven't fully listened to yet, so it's not that I don't like them, I just haven't got around to listening to them yet because sometimes I just put on my favourite ones. But those are my honourable mentions. Then next on my list I put YouTube, which is what I'm partaking in right now. I love making videos, I've said it before. I've actually made a whole video on my love of YouTube, but I fell off even watching it there for ages, so I wasn't making videos myself and I wasn't really watching it because I was watching TV shows and movies. But I've actually got back in the swing of like watching some new people and seeing people that I've always loved, and I'm really enjoying it because I feel like it's good for a bit of reality because I don't watch reality TV ever. So I feel like this is my little like thing of reality TV, you know, watching vlogs and just people's daily lives. I find it quite interesting. So that is another thing that brought me joy this month. Fourth thing on the list is learning Irish. I just did a whole spiel on that, so I'll not get too into it, but I just wrote underneath this that it's a really fascinating language to learn because we're all fluent in English and rarely do you know where the words come from or what the origins of these things, whereas because this is a new language that I'm learning and finding out like the origins of the words and where they came from and how it's spoke differently in different parts of the country, and I just think it's so fascinating. Last, I wrote that it helps me feel in touch with my heritage and where I come from, because I'm not going to get into things about the history of the north of Ireland, but I'm sure you're all aware. It's a rocky one. But I feel like learning this language just really helps me feel in touch, because I feel like here in the north you can feel a bit separated from it. So I feel like this is a really good way of like feeling in touch with like who you are. Not to get all emotional and philosophical on it, but that's how I feel about it. Then last on my list is a bit of a random one, but I wrote good food because I always find this a really awkward and difficult subject because I am someone, first of all, I was a competitive dancer since I was a child. I'm not anymore, but I did that for years, which can have an effect on a girl's body image. I will be real with you all. So then comes calorie counting, which is harmful for your mental health, etc. So then you try to be more intuitive and not count your calories and this and that. But then I go to the gym where they don't make you count your calories. Like everything is by you. There's no pressure at all. But I feel like when you're seeing everybody around you trying to eat all this protein and count their calories, you feel a bit like inclined to do the same yourself. But I find that every time I try and count calories, it just goes wrong because I'm either not eating enough or I'm eating the wrong things because I'm so laser focused on trying to eat all this protein that I'm not eating enough like fruit and vegetables and fiber and all the things that are really good for you. So, and I'm not blaming anyone for that either. That's just I tend to get a bit overwhelmed when all this is going on. So I've been making a conscious effort, still trying to sort of lean into the whole gym side of things because I do want to make progress, but at the same time I'm trying not to be restrictive at all and like eat more intuitively. And obviously being a woman, your eating patterns change depending on the time of the month it is, etc. So just trying to listen to my body. And then obviously I've recently been told that I'm gluten and dairy intolerant, so I've been trying to stick to that just to see if any stomach issues. But yeah, that's my little January joy list. So now I'm just gonna fill in my little January recap. Not gonna get into that on this vlog because that feels personal. But I will tell you my top songs and my book of the month. Now these top songs are not my favourites because you will see the songs that I said were my favourite from this album are not on this list. But my reason for that is because these are all like vibey, groovy, dancey songs, like that really get me in a good mood, and that tends to be how I start most days. by putting on music that makes you feel good, because then we get our day off to a good start. So my top songs for January have been Basic Being Basic by Joe, End of Beginning by Joe. Now that's not really a feel good dancey song, but I seen a video of Joe singing this live on TikTok, and he did this crazy note change at the end and it was impeccable, which then got me on a run of listening to this song a lot again. Third is Aperture by Harry Styles, of course, because he's Harry Styles. Of course I was going to listen to it. It's also rather groovy. Not my typical style of music to listen to, but I like it. Is that because it's Harry Styles? Potentially, but who knows. Fourth is Gap Tooth Smile, which I did say is one of my favourite songs from The Crooks. Brilliant. No notes. And third is Delete Ya, because I love having a boogie to that one. Book of the month, you will see nothing is written here, but that is because I want to print out a little small picture of the cover and stick it there, and that's going to be the vibe. My book for January is Just Kids by Patti Smith. I have not finished it yet. I'm really enjoying reading it, but I'm not finished. I have failed my goal of a book a month, but it's fine because I see January as a tester month, and we're trying to get in the swing of things. New year, new me, you feel like all this pressure. So I didn't get a lot of time to read a book. I did have some free time that I didn't read during, which I could have, but lesson learned, we're going to move on. So now I might have to read 2 books in February. But thank you guys for watching my January vlog, even though it was just a week. But I promise next month's will be more interesting. I have much more planned for next month, so tune in for that. As always, if you enjoyed watching this video, feel free to like and subscribe to me if you don't mind. Thanks again. I will see you all in February. Love you. Bye.